Cute, keep your little leggies. Okay, I bought it. Looks really pretty dry. Yeah. Smells so good. We picked fennel and eucalyptus.
In your eyes, take a moonlight out of the dark.
Boink. So far she's taken 2 naps in the Magic Merlin, and I must say she's had 2 very good naps, so I think I'm a fan. I will keep you posted on how it's going. Are you saying you like the Magic Merlin? Something that I've noticed about motherhood so far is that, you know, there's all the cute chic baby things in the world, and that's great, but if you find something that works, even if it's not the cutest thing in the world. Are you ready to eat? Are heading out the door to Trader Joe's. I'm just packing up the diaper bag. This is just like a little changing pad thing that we just change her in the bed of my truck, and we put this down, and I just use this Land's End bag as my diaper bag. Burp rag, bag for Trader Joe's. I actually need to grab a couple more from the garage. These pants are Prana. I wear them basically every day, and then just a striped boxy t-shirt. We were like most of the way out the door, and then I decided that I really wanted to have a matcha for the drive to Trader Joe's. There's just something about driving that makes me always want to have a fun matcha or coffee or something. I use just an everyday organic matcha. I put that in about an inch or 2 of water, and then I just whisk it. Okay, after the matcha, I then put a scoop of collagen in. Whenever I make a smoothie, I put collagen in it, mostly for the benefits, but then in a matcha, I do it for the benefits and the frothiness, because it adds, it's hard to explain, it adds like a nice texture to it. Then I whisk it again in the matcha. This is the Kneaded collagen. As you know, I am a huge fan of the brand Kneaded. To this day, I take their prenatals every single day. I've been really good about it recently, and as often as I can, I also try to do a scoop of collagen. Health benefit wise, collagen is rich in specific amino acids. It also helps support hair and nail strength. In the past couple of days or so, I have noticed a tiny bit of hair shedding. And I've always heard that around the 4-month postpartum mark is when women tend to start seeing some hair shedding. So I'm hoping that if I stay consistent with my prenatal and the collagen, that it'll help with that. Collagen also helps support joint health and also tissue repair and strength. I like how there's absolutely nothing added to this. It's literally just grass-fed collagen. Kneaded is one of those brands where I just know that if they make it, I can trust it. I also like that their collagen is hydrolyzed, which helps with absorption. Then I add almond milk, and then I give it another spin. You can use code WHOLEHANNAH for 20% off your first order, or click the link in the description of this video. Here's a tip: before you put ice in it, taste to make sure you have enough honey. I need a little bit more, because if you add more honey after you add ice, the honey doesn't dissolve because it gets too cold. You see that frothiness on the top? That's from the collagen. All right, then a big handful of ice. Perfect.
I'll always love you. I'll always care. All you ever have to do is just be right there. That I've never known. I've hit the ceiling now that our love has grown. I'll take you out walking.
Before it gets too dark out here, Joe and I are gonna spend some time just hanging out in the garden. The ducks hear me out here. We're gonna let the ducks run around a bit because they've been in bobcat lockdown, so they need to get some energy out before bed. So we collect eggshells, any kitchen scraps, etc. And I put it in my compost bin, which I'll show you. And then any veggies that the ducks like to eat, we just collect it in a little cup. And then when it's full, we bring it out to them. All right, this is my composter. It's called I'm pretty sure it's called like a barrel composter, a spinning barrel composter, and you fill up one chamber at a time, and when one is full, then you start filling up the other one while that one composts. So I'll show you the difference between the two. Okay, hopefully you can hear me over the ducks, but this side is my finished side. So I'm done adding to it, and now it's just composting, really turning into compost. So this used to be food scraps. I mean, you could see a couple things that haven't broken down yet, like eggshells, etc. But it really is turning into the most amazing compost, and this does not smell whatsoever because of the amazing organisms that are breaking it down, versus this side, which has not been broken down. Honestly, I probably should have cut this up a bit more, but it's already composting, I can tell. This side will look like that side in just a couple weeks. Then the fun part is you have to spin it every time you add something to it, and you have to spin it every couple days. But the thing about compost is that it's all about finding this perfect ratio between... No, I'm just getting nervous because you're watching me. The perfect ratio between carbon and nitrogen, also known as browns and greens. So greens equal nitrogen, it's food waste. And then carbon, more of the dry stuff like dry leaves, dry sticks. So since I just put in a lot of food scraps, which is greens and nitrogen, I need to now collect some more like dead brown things from around the yard that will kind of offset the nitrogen.
I'll always care. All you ever have to do is just be right there. I know that love don't come so easy.
Here's some browns. I'll probably need to do a bit more than this. Sometimes I even just scoop the duck bedding chips because it's just made out of wood. And actually duck poop is also really good for compost. So I'll probably do a scoop of that on top of this.
Though there's wind and there's rain, your life is exciting and I'm happy again. I've been through some sad.
What do you feel like this stage has been like so far compared to the newborn days? Because she's technically not a newborn anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
I feel like now she's going through the like super growth period. She's just eating so much, so rapidly, and every morning she looks bigger, and we kind of have to adjust all her stuff so she fits, and she's growing out of her clothes.
I know. It's crazy.
She's so much more alive, like, you know, like present with us. Amazing, eh?
And you can definitely tell, I feel like this age is super fun because she recognizes both of us.
Yeah.
You know, like you can, we were in Trader Joe's today and I had her in the baby carrier and Joe walked past and she just went and started laughing at you. But like you could have been anyone, but she recognized that it was you.
What about when we were drinking coffee?
Yeah.
And sitting on the couch and she was in my arms like this. And often when she's in my arms like this, she just like looks around at the room or looks at Hannah. But I looked down and noticed that she was looking up at me and smiling, which
it's so cute.
Yeah,
it's got to be the best feeling for you.
Totally. Like she recognized she was in my arms and wanted to see my face, which was just so cute. It
feels like it's getting really fun. You know, like we're out of the survival mode. Some days are definitely hard, especially with these like frequent feeds in the night, but I feel like I can see this future of really fun baby times versus survival stress baby times, you know. I have a question for Joe.
What is it?
Now that you've had the experience of, now that we have the experience of having one baby, how many babies maximum could you imagine us having?
Absolutely maximum 3. Ideally 2.
No!
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I could see 3.
Okay.
I think it just depends like how in control we feel of everything.
Totally. There's so many different factors that we would obviously have to take into consideration depending on like what stage of life we're in and stuff, but
yeah, and like if we're in this house or
yeah, there's obviously so many real life things to take into consideration before just whipping out babies.
right.
But I feel like I could meet you at 3.
You might get sick of just being pregnant though.
I could see that.
That's what our friend said we were surfing with.
Yeah. I for some reason imagine myself with 4 kids, but I could also see myself getting to 3, especially if we spread them out a little bit more, and just feeling very content at that number.
Yeah.
But I could also see myself having 3 kids, and then if I'm still in the age range of childbirthing, I could see myself being like, okay, let's just do 1 more, and then we have 4.
Do you want a brother or a sister next, Sunny?
Okay, let's go make dinner.
Yes. Salt on it too, or is there lots of salt?
There's already salt in it, so let's test it first.
Thank you so much, baby.
You're welcome. Okay, I bought this tree from Trader Joe's last year, and I've held onto it ever since. It made it through our move and everything. So my mom and I are gonna shape it a little bit more Christmas tree-y and then bring it inside. Okay, so now we're gonna make it like a triangle.
What I would do is, here, turn it like that. There. Well, okay. Yeah, this is its best side right here.
That's the good side.
Yeah, and just look at it from a distance, like you don't see all the brown.
Exactly. I know. Because they're excited that there's something new. I know.
All you ever have to do is just be right there.
The day that my mom arrived too, we picked every single zinnia that was blooming, and she made a wreath, and it's kind of dried out by now. I think it looks really pretty dry.
Yeah, smells good.
Smells so good. We picked fennel and eucalyptus on a walk that we went on. So cute, keep your little leggies warm.
I'll always care. All you ever have to do is just be right there.
Mom and I are wearing the same sweaters. All right, first stop, World Market on my list is lights for my mini Christmas tree, a baby's first Christmas ornament, and wrapping paper. Alright, Bunny, it's time for your nap. It's time for your nap. You don't look very tired. Can we get your sleep suit on? She's now 4.5 months old, and she's officially started teething. So right now she should be napping, but she's having a little bit of a hard time getting down. So I'm gonna put her in this carrier while I get slightly ready for the day. It's already 11 o'clock. So far today we've just been at home. Sunny has been napping, we've been playing, We've been outside with the ducks. I've been working while she sleeps. So we've had a pretty normal morning this morning. Still a lot that I want to and need to get done today. So I'm thinking that if I get a little bit ready, it'll get us going. Right, bunny? My mom was with us for the past 2-ish weeks. She left maybe like 4 or 5 days ago. It was so helpful having extra hands around the house. I feel like this time of year is just so busy, but it's time to get back into our routines, and so I thought that I'd just start vlogging today. Sunny and I are heading out on a little mini road trip tomorrow. We're driving down to my hometown. Joe can't get the day off of work. Tomorrow's the day before Thanksgiving and he needs to work, but I want to get a head start. I'm getting FOMO that my whole family is together right now. They're in my hometown. My parents don't live there anymore. To catch you up, I lived in the same house my entire childhood. The house that I was born into was my house all throughout high school, and I went off to college. But the house that I knew as home, like the home base of my family for 27 years, my family doesn't live there anymore. My parents moved to the Pacific Northwest. Joe and I moved up the coast in California, and so this is our first holiday season not having that home base of my childhood home, which is kind of weird, but my grandma and my cousins still live there, so we're still spending Thanksgiving, Christmas, etc. down there. So Sunny and I are gonna do the 3-hour drive tomorrow, and then Joe the next day, which is day after tomorrow, he's gonna take the train down to my grandma's house, and I think it's like a 5-hour train because then we can drive back up together. We have to do a couple errands before we go. I want to exercise. I'm hoping to get a little run in today. We've got things to do. I've got a giant cold brew to help us get there. You're okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'm gonna put on a little bit of this blushy thing to just feel a little bit more awake. Let's go try again, huh? Let's go try. I'm gonna try to go get Sunny down for her nap and then we'll check back in. I think she's gonna go down for her nap. It seems like it. Okay, I'm pulling up the baby monitor now. She's definitely been extra clingy ever since she started teething. I don't see any teeth yet, but you can tell because she's like super slobbery. She's sticking her hands in her mouth and you can just tell that she's in overall discomfort, which is so sad. So we've been literally nursing around the clock. I feel like that's kind of the only thing that helps. We're doing lots of contact naps, and as much as I want to keep going with that right now, I have to also things for myself. I'm gonna try to pull something together for lunch while she's looking somewhat calm. But okay, I have to go soothe Sunny because it looks like she needs a little more help falling asleep.
Well, I love you, baby. I don't mean maybe. I've been telling you for quite some time. And I want you, honey. It ain't just because of the money. I've been wanting you for quite some time. Well, you got careful.
Sunny is officially. It's like she knew I was gonna say that. I was gonna say Sunny's officially asleep, and then she flipped over. She's definitely about to fall asleep though. Poor thing. Teething is a real thing. You know, it's one of those things that before you become a mom, you always hear about, and it's like, oh yeah, baby's teething. And then when it's happening to your baby, you're like, oh, this is what teething is. This is the most random lunch ever, but I know that it'll make me feel so much better to have some good protein right now. Definitely one of those days where I'm just feeling a little bit wired and tired, but I just want to keep moving, and so I'm just gonna keep moving, keep chugging along, eating protein, drinking coffee. We got this.
I love you, baby. I don't mean maybe. I've been telling you for quite some time. And I want you, honey. It ain't just because of the money. I've been wanting you for quite some time. Well, you got everything as far as I can see. Baby, you were made for me. Come on, move up a little bit closer, then we'll see what it's like to be in love with you, baby. You drive my desires crazy. Come on, let's take it easy tonight.
Okay, so for now the ducks are still sleeping in this shed that we converted into a duck coop while we plan and build their like official permanent coop. We do have a pet sitter come and let them out and run around, stretch their legs and stuff, but we have been having predator problems. There's been a bobcat visiting our backyard sniffing around for the ducks. So when we're not here and the pet sitter leaves, this is where the ducks hang out because it's super secure and safe, and it's also insulated, so it stays a good temperature. But I'm just gonna put down some of those pine shavings because it helps absorb moisture and it just makes it more comfortable and nice in here. Also, if you're wondering why there's random cardboard boxes in here, the ducks like to sleep in more enclosed spaces. So I set up these little cardboard box huts for them with nesting pads inside, and then they form the nesting pads into like the shape of a nest within the box.
It's great to be here, honey, spending all your money, looking, loving, and grabbing all we can. Oh man, your life is so exciting and your looks are so inviting.
He's doing some tummy time on the bed in case you hear any little grunts. But I'm getting ready to go for a run. I'm gonna take Sunny in the stroller. We don't really have like a jogging stroller situation yet because she can't sit up on her own yet, so I just do the normal baby stroller. It's not like the best for running, like it's definitely kind of hard to push, but I am excited for when she can hold her head up. I want to get an actual jogging stroller and be able to run longer distances with her. My pelvic floor got really affected by pregnancy and birth, and so just regaining that strength, as I mentioned in the last video, has been something that I'm really focusing on. But something that I did also read is that it's also one of those things that just gets better with time. Good job, bunny. Keep going. Keep going. Eating these little mango chews. It's only dried mango, but they put it in these tiny little gummy shapes, so it kind of tastes like you're eating gummies. Kaboo! And then I'm just gonna throw on this big REI t-shirt. Before we leave on our run, I'm just gonna start a load of laundry though. So then we go into our trip tomorrow with fresh laundry. I'm gonna do a load of my laundry first and then Sunny's laundry separately.
Ooh, you'll have to cool me down somehow. Well, you got everything as far as I can see. Baby, you were meant for me. Come on and move up a little bit closer, then we'll see what it's like to be in love with you, baby. You drive my...
We're back home now. I just put Sunny down for her next nap. She got super sleepy towards the end of our walk run. I ended up doing about 3 miles, didn't run the whole time. Talked to my parents on the phone and I found it hard to run while talking. It was more like a walk run mix, but it felt really good and I was just happy to get moving today. I do want to do a tiny bit of strength training right now because I know I'm just going to be driving tomorrow. It's a few hours later. It is pitch black outside. Joe is home from work and I am just running around the house like a crazy person trying to think of everything that I need to pack. I know I've mentioned this before, but I'm usually the world's lightest packer. I do not like to bring a lot of stuff with me places, but with a baby, it's just a little bit different. But it's just a whole new reality, you know? So I'm gonna be gone Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night.
I'm gonna cook the chicken. Next, we're gonna cook the chicken. Next, we cook the chicken. Put it in the pan.
Last night I took an everything shower and it was the best. I feel like a squeaky little potato. I kind of forget what I was wearing yesterday in this video. I know I was wearing these pants, but I'm gonna wear them again. This tank top is just like a basic white tank top from QUINCE. This bralette is also from QUINCE. These are the Levi's that I was wearing yesterday. This is one of my favorite sweaters. My friend passed it down to me and it's just a Patagonia cotton sweater. I feel like I'll need the comfort of my favorite sweater for this drive. One thing I love about my family is that when there's a holiday like this and we all come together, since we don't see each other throughout the year very often, like my cousins and aunts and everything, when there is a holiday, we see each other back to back to back every single day. So my family has already been all together for the last 2 days. Joe couldn't get off work today, like I said, so then he's taking the train down early tomorrow morning. His train is at 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. But I'll get Sunny and I all settled into my grandma's house, and so today's Wednesday. We have a family dinner tonight, then we have Thanksgiving tomorrow, then we have another family dinner Friday, and then my reunion on Saturday. So it's gonna be a very social time, which is exciting, but also as an introvert, I always need to make sure that I'm also getting little quiet moments. Having a baby though gives you the perfect excuse to just slip away for a few minutes when she needs to breastfeed or whatever. All right, enough yapping. We gotta get out the door.
You're taking the sunset out of the sky. The beautiful things reflect back in your eyes. You've taken the moonlight out of the dark.
All right, stop number 2. We're at a rest stop. I just fed Sunny, changed her diaper. The first hour and a half or so was really good. She was asleep. I was listening to a podcast, catching up on voice messages. Now she's awake though, so we shall see.
It's just be right there. You give me this feeling.
Reporting live from my grandma's house. Thanksgiving is officially over, which means tonight is my 10-year high school reunion. It's feeling very nostalgic, first of all being near my hometown, but also I'm watching YouTube videos while getting ready, sitting on a pillow in front of the mirror. I feel like I'm kind of back in high school, except that I have a baby taking a nap behind me. Also, since Thanksgiving is over, that means that it's officially Christmas season. I love Christmas very much. Okay, the plan tonight is I'm gonna get ready. Our reunion starts at 7. It's currently 4. I'm gonna meet up with a couple of my best friends at 5. We're meeting up at a restaurant pretty close to the reunion, and we're just gonna catch up, have some drinks, and then walk over to the reunion, which is at another little restaurant bar type thing. How it's gonna work with Sunny though is Joe's gonna drop me off and then go hang out with Sunny at a bookstore or something while I'm at the first restaurant, and probably do some Christmas shopping, and then he's gonna come meet me in between. I'm gonna feed Sunny one last time, and then I'll go to the reunion. He'll come back to my grandma's house, put Sunny to bed, and then he'll come pick me up when I'm done. So this is gonna be my first time in a long time having an actual late night, and also it's my first time ever leaving Sunny for this long, so but I'm feeling good about it. We have the breast milk thawing in the fridge already, so we're very prepared.
Be right there. Just be right there.
And then I also got this milk fragrance one. All of these, okay?